envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with the bird.
Well, Rich, they say winning becomes a habit, and this player's certainly making a habit of it.
It was such good golf all week long. Gotta say, showed a lot of grit, a lot of guts coming down the stretch, pulling it out at the very end. Happy congratulations. Good stuff.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. But I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2. The only other one that I could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just, it doesn't have the scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This for par.
Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to nail your drive if you want to get there in 2.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And our leaders managed to build a 5-shot buffer over the field. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. 16 feet to the cup. This one started out on a good line.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. 15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Setting up here with a very long putt. Putting for birdie. John, what's the line on this putt?
It looks like this putt is going to start out straight then take a turn to the left.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the second round of the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been, and don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
We're going down to the 7th hole now.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
Sitting at 9 under par.
This one's looking pretty good.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one.
This hole is a par 3.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
A really good look at birdie.
That one went a fair bit distance by the hole.
An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field.
I know this hole's a par 5, but it's a long one, so don't feel the need to overpower it.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Just a 4-footer remaining. And now that finds him in first place. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Fairway tilts significantly from left to right, so you need to hug the left-hand side. From there, uphill second shot to an overhanging lie from left to right. This is a difficult par 4 to get the distance control spot on.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Ah, it's disappointing. So close to a birdie.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. And what a stunning setting we have for the third round of the Farmers Insurance Open, right here in La Jolla, California, and Torrey Pines. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. And as we begin the day's play, our featured player is going along very nicely at -10. Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Second shot here on the first. That's tidy.
And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
A par putt awaits. The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. That was absolutely murdered. This is a lengthy putt here. He's hoping this one breaks all the way back to the cup. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Currently 10 under for the event. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Big putt for par coming up. And that putt will drop. Well done. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
Going with the 5-iron here. He's standing over his third shot. Whew. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. So as that round comes to a close, it's a lovely position this player holds in top spot, Rich.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I gotta say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. And Rich, we're into our final round now, and this featured player of ours has a handy buffer, don't they?
Most definitely. He's out there. He's got an arm's length kind of do a little Heisman to the rest of the field at the moment. However, that can be a little uncomfortable to play with at times. We've seen leads like this go by the wayside pretty quickly in times gone by.
Let's catch up with the play out at the 14th hole. He's been playing beautifully all tournament, got quite a healthy advantage. Let's see if he gets the job done.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Still in the lead now after that hole.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. John, have you got a read on this one?
There's a little complexity, and this one's going downhill, braking to the right.
Just hammered that through the line. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
opting for the 5-wood. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Could it be? Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Don't you love it when you don't even need a putter to make birdie?
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's two distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now sitting at 22 under par. Well, here we are, the 18th hole.
I'd say this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s in the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Setting up for his third shot. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. It's all come down to this, a putt for the title. Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. And there's your Farmers Insurance Open winner. A victory at Torrey Pines, extra special in anyone's career, Rich.
Hats off to this player for winning this week, grinding out a victory on the very difficult South Golf Course over the weekend.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.